Alright, so this was an Excel. Here, let me do this. Get a visual verification camera. I'm right here. So, I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. What I did was, I've been saying it starts at E. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So, I took the first 100 characters of pi, I placed them in a 10 by 10 grid, and then said that they connect to ASCII and English alphabet. I then said after that the English alphabet breaks down into a 4-column or 4-row by opposite, so it would be 7 rows by 4 columns or 7 columns by 4 rows. It doesn't matter how you break it down. Well, actually it does, because it relates different stuff. I'm not doing the 4 rows yet. That is way beyond. You'll be able to see it if you do it, if you can see what's going on right here. So then I took the 100 characters and then put it into a word count, and the word count gave me the percentages of the times they showed up. 9 was the maximum. 9 actually ended the grid as well. If you started at decimal point 1, it ends on a 9. So for this to work as a starting point on our guideline, I went ahead and counted the spaces in between. So the first 9 didn't happen until space 5, and then 7 spaces later, the second 9, and then 2 spaces after that, 9, etc., etc. And then it ended at the maximum threshold of 20 spaces. So, anyways, and ironically, T is 20. But anyways, I could have pushed it to the end to make it different. I like the center alignment. It makes more sense. So, what I then subjugated is that I didn't know whether they were adding or subtracting, and if you do subtracting, which side does what. I mean, I can do that, but this is how it's supposed to go. So you have no knowledge. So what you do is you just count the spaces in between, because that's literally what we just did. So, and then I carry it down. So that is a 10 spot. That's a 2 spot. What I did was, ironically, I used Excel, and they use counts. Wait. What do they use? Font size. So I just did it as 3.14 as the little squares in between to AT. So, and that yields 42, I think. I don't know. E is -5. It's 42 spaces. I know that. So your first row is going to have 3, and then your second row is going to tatter between 4 and 2. Hence, 42 is the secret to life. All right, I don't know how to get out of this. Down. All right. So then you just carry the numbers all the way down, and it ends at the final thing. What you'll see is when you go through it, near the end, it starts showing like crazy, like logical sequences of events. But we're just going to focus on the first row. So it starts at E, which E is the 5th letter of the alphabet. It goes 14, so 7 times 4, or 7 times 2 is 14. And then it's got 16. Up with the P. That would be the correct placement. Now on the second row, I'm not sure about. I'll have to figure that out. I don't think you would have to do that to all these then. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm on a cell phone, a Vista WTATT something or other. It's a Vista AT&T phone. Then you got 8, which if the box is moved over, the 10 spot would line up with the S. And then V is 4, because it's 2 and 2. And then 2 would line up with Y, 2Y. There's not really much here. I get these brief moments where I can see where I'm supposed to go, and then I start doing it, and then I get lost. So we're just going to skip to the next one. This one is a maximum threshold. So 1 plus, see, but then this last part makes sense then, because it's AP. I'm going to go ahead and pause it. All right, so first letter of the English alphabet is A, and that's that position. And then the P is right to the right. It's 1/6 placement. And then that's 2 spaces. So 102 is, I think, F. Anyways, so I'm going to skip over to the next one. 8. So the first 8 happens in that in pi at 11, and then 7 spaces after that, etc., etc. So, but it's 1 to 1. So, this is pertaining to me. Those 4 numbers, and I'm not going to explain them. You can pretty much figure it out if you know who I am. And then it goes 17. 71 is G and 51 is C, so, and then 74 is J. So I'm assuming it goes to right there. So then I did a brief search for 433 in pi. No. 16. But if we go here, 48. Okay, see what I did? And then if we do that, it's 97. Sorry. You can see what I did up there. And then the reason why I did that is because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1. Now what I found ironic is the prior sheet explains, the new sheet explains the prior sheet. So the reason why I went 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is because 9 was the maximum. That's the first one we start. That's the maximum threshold. The pyramid is going to be no longer than that. So, and the reason why I carried it down to 1, damn it, bird. This bird's been trying to dive bomb me all fucking week. I do feed him, but he doesn't have to get violent about it. Shit. He's like, I'm hungry. So, all right. I go back to 9. So then we've got the 84. Is that right? Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So is that 1,000 is 8? I understand that. So let's do that. So there's 4 in between. See how it's leading you to steps, in my opinion. So this 33. Okay, and then leads you back. So then we go back to chart 8. Well, I don't know. Is there a 33 here? No, it's a 34. It's 1 off. And 1001 is 9. Here, I'll just show it. I do most of the stuff in my head. Once you get to a certain point, you just shorthand stuff because it's easier for you. 1001, 17. Okay, I was wrong. That's why we always check our work. So that's 16, and then there's 1 is 17. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, back 8. So we did 33. So that's where we go to 33. So it's 1, 1, and then 4 zeros. All right. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take a break. 4 zeros. 1. All right. Pause.